Emotions can feel like they come out of nowhere, especially when something small triggers a huge reaction. I know because I've been there. For a long time, I didn't realize why I'd freeze up or feel anxious when someone raised their voice or when there was any kind of tension. It wasn't until I looked deeper into my childhood that I realized why. As a child, I was always walking on eggshells. I'd see someone raise their voice and my body would immediately go into panic mode. I didn't feel safe, and my nervous system learned to react by either freezing or trying to fix things. I didn't realize that this wasn't just me being sensitive. This was an emotional pattern that I picked up to survive. Our emotional responses as adults are deeply influenced by what we experienced as children. If you grew up in an environment where things felt uncertain, or if you didn't feel fully safe, your nervous system learns to stay on high alert. It learns that in order to survive, you need to react quickly to any potential threat. Even if that threat is just someone raising their voice. Our bodies don't forget. Even when the environment changes, your body continues to respond in the same way, reacting as if you're still in that unsafe place. But the good news is that these patterns aren't permanent. You can break free. Healing starts when you recognize why you're reacting the way that you do. Understanding that these reactions were survival mechanisms gives you the power to change them. I used to be stuck in those old patterns, but I found that self-compassion was a game changer. When that tightness or anxiety started to rise, I'd pause and tell myself, it's okay to feel this way, but I'm safe now. That simple act of reassurance helped calm my nervous system and reminded me that I wasn't in danger anymore. Another tool that helped me was deep breathing. It sounds simple, but by slowing down my breath, I was able to send a message to my nervous system. We're safe, we can relax. It became a way to reset my body and take control of how I felt in the moment. Let's talk about something important: challenging negative thoughts when you're triggered. It's natural for our minds to jump to conclusions or exaggerate situations when emotions run high. But here's the thing. By questioning those thoughts, we gain clarity and regain control over our reactions. So next time you feel triggered, try asking yourself, are there alternative perspectives here? What evidence supports or contradicts this thought? Taking a moment to pause and reflect can help you see the situation more objectively. So remember, challenging negative thoughts isn't about dismissing your feelings. It's about exploring different angles and choosing how you respond. So by practicing this, you'll build resilience and empower yourself to navigate triggers more effectively. Here are 5 powerful steps to help you release emotional baggage that's been weighing you down. These steps will give you the tools to break free from past hurts and embrace a lighter, more peaceful version of yourself. The first step in releasing emotional baggage is to identify what you're carrying. What past experiences are still weighing on you? Is it unresolved grief, past mistakes, or hurt from others? Take time to reflect and be honest with yourself. Journaling is a powerful tool here, so write down what comes up no matter how big or small. Step 2 is acknowledging and feeling the emotions. Too often we try to avoid or suppress painful feelings, but in order to release them, we must first feel them. Don't rush the process, sit with the emotions, breathe through them, and allow yourself to truly experience them. This is an important part of healing. Step 3 is to let go of blame and guilt. Holding on to guilt or blaming others or even yourself for what happened in the past keeps you tethered to those negative emotions. To release emotional baggage, you must forgive yourself and others. Remember, forgiveness doesn't mean excusing the behavior. It's about setting yourself free from its emotional grip. Step 4 is to replace old beliefs with new empowering ones. Emotional baggage often stems from beliefs we've internalized, like I'm not good enough or I'm unlovable. It's time to reprogram your mind. So start by replacing those negative beliefs with affirmations like I am enough or I deserve happiness. Your thoughts shape your emotions, and by shifting your beliefs, you can shift your emotional state. The final step is to create emotional space for the present. Once you've released the old baggage, it's time to fill that space with positive present moment experiences. Whether it's spending time with loved ones, practicing mindfulness, or pursuing a passion, make sure to prioritize things that bring you joy and peace. When you focus on the present, you're no longer anchored to the past. Emotional freedom isn't just about letting go of the past. It's also about being fully present with yourself. Whether through meditation, nature walks, or simply being still, find time to connect with your inner self. When you're at peace with who you are, you can release anything that no longer serves you. Releasing emotional baggage is a process, but each step you take is a step closer to emotional freedom. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Make sure to like and follow for more on emotional freedom.
Hear it all the time. Sit with your emotions, but what does that actually mean and how do you do it? Sitting with your emotions doesn't mean overthinking or trying to fix them. It means creating space to feel them without judgment or distraction. Here's how to do it. When you notice a strong emotion, stop what you're doing and take a moment. Name it. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? This might be sadness, anger, fear, or something else. Feel it in your body. Where is it showing up? Tightness in your chest, a lump in your throat. Focus on the sensations without trying to push it away. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but this process helps you process emotions instead of storing them. The more you practice, the freer you'll feel. Learning to sit with your emotions is one of the most powerful tools for emotional healing. If you're ready to learn how to connect deeply with yourself, click the link in my bio.
Most of us were never shown how to sit with our emotions and how to feel them, understand them, or move through them. Instead, we learn to suppress, avoid, or overanalyze. And that's why so many of us end up feeling stuck, caught in the same emotional loops with no way out. I know that cycle way too well. There were times I felt like I was drowning in emotions, sadness, anxiety, frustration, all tangled together. Sometimes I'd go numb, other times I'd lash out, then feel guilty for it. I felt like my emotions were running the show and I had no control. Over time, I realized it wasn't about getting rid of these emotions. It was about giving them space. Because when emotions don't have a safe space to be felt, they don't just go away. They get stored in the body. They linger, and that's where we get stuck. My healing began the moment I gave myself permission to feel. Not to fix, not to judge, just to be with what was there. Simple things helped more than I expected. Placing a hand over my heart, breathing through the discomfort, and reminding myself, you're safe to feel this. That's why I created the Emotional Breakthrough Guide, a free tool designed to help you reconnect with your emotions in a gentle, approachable way. It's full of grounding exercises that you can turn to anytime things feel heavy. If you're ready to feel more in control of your emotions, not by pushing them away, but by making space for them, you can grab the free guide through the link in my bio. Make sure to like and follow for more on emotional freedom.